slideshow to the actual Edge of Fate reveal.
Okay.
In a second.
And I have to do my...
I think we're still gonna get our own... Yeah, another subclass. Bungie's got a history of saying shit won't be coming into the game, but it will, one way or another.
I will,
Galahorn.
I will be really happy, but I'm not expecting it. Okay, let me see how my audio's working. Okay, my shit's working just... I have to make extra sure now because I streamed the marathon reveal stream with Fallen and Rocket, and the entire fucking stream I was muted on my OBS.
Oh.
And that extra sucks because I had like some very angry reactions that would have been like good for a video all on their own. I do think to a certain extent, because I'm sure some people in like your chat specifically, Alloy, I'm sure some people saw me on the Discord being like really fucking mean about it, and I think I was a bit too like irrationally angry at Marathon at the time. I still don't like it, but I've kind of come to realize that now that it's a thing that Bungie is committed to, it kind of has to at least do decently. So, like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I still think that it was... I still think that it and all the other incubation projects were just a bad idea. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I think that doesn't even... That kind of goes against what... like Bungie's original philosophy like kind of was, because when the original people were in charge, I think that they kind of wanted to stick with doing one game at a time, right? Am I remembering correctly?
Sorry, say that again for me.
If I remember correctly, the original like Bungie crew, they wanted to like stick to doing one game at a time, right?
Possibly. I'm not entirely sure on that one.
I feel
but
like,
it would make more sense.
I feel like I remember hearing that, and I'm pretty... I think the only time... I could be completely wrong. I think the only time that they were ever working on two games at once, really, was when Combat Evolved was in development. I think that Oni was in very late development, like it was almost done when they started working on Combat Evolved. I think also there was like another, like a split off studio working on that too, if I remember correctly. It was like, by that time they kind of split into like the Seattle Bungie, but then I think for a while there was like, they still had like an office in Illinois, and I think that was the one working on Oni. I could be completely just dead wrong. I don't know that for certain, but I feel like I've heard like Marty or someone talk about that.
Yeah.
So apparently this new Apex character has got a double jump.
That's crazy. You know what else? I have a double jump in Destiny.
Indeed. I don't know what Destiny doesn't have, though. Wall running.
Oh, not yet.
You want wall running?
No, there's no wall running in here yet. Well, there was for game mode, but that was about it.
I'm surprised Marathon doesn't have that.
Marathon would probably do good if it had wall running. So what I heard is that people say that it has, like, no movement.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it looks very like Destiny 1-ish, where you just kind of sprint around primarily, which isn't inherently a bad thing. I think for the market it's trying to appeal to, there's like so much different variety and movement and stuff that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to entice people with just that nowadays.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me is how much, like, how many animations and stuff are recycled. Like the dude with the shield, it's like one-on-one the same as like the unbreakable ability that Titans have now with the little mini void shield that like uses your grenade. It's like it uses the exact same animations as that, and then
I know they reused a Cabal jump.
Yeah.
Animation.
There's like an enemy that like is basically just like a reskin Cabal.
Yeah, I've seen some other like Titan melees and stuff, which is quite hilarious. It makes sense.
It's not.
It
It's
does
not
make
inherently.
sense.
It's not inherently a bad thing to reuse stuff. It's just something I noticed. Like if something works, it works. Like I don't think it's a bad thing.
I mean, if you're able to reuse it, then definitely reuse it, I think. Because it saves costs. It also helps development time, which I think Marathon might still need some more time. Do I
It needs to
think
be
that it's...
delayed, if anything,
To be
in
fair,
my opinion.
a delayed
think most
game
games
is
need
a
to.
good game, but a rushed game is forever bad.
Shit game.
I think now we'll see. I think that if it's still released on the same day as Borderlands 4, it would have gotten delayed. But I think that since Borderlands 4 moved its release date up a bit, and we know that GTA is like still a bit of a ways away, I think that they're gonna be confident enough to let it go out. From what I've heard everyone say, it does sound like it needs a lot more time in the oven, though.
Yeah. There's even big streamers like it's Timmy and Myth were playing it.
Yeah, they invited all the people out to play it.
You're firing a little bitch.
Language.
Sorry.
We've said our fair share of evil things. It's okay.
Reasonable crash out.
Before you joined, I made a joke about Bigfoot wiping his ass on a tree. So
Yeah, you did. I'm just sad that I didn't manage to capture it.
Oh. Unfortunate.
It is, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Wait, am I actually signed in on my Twitch? I am, okay. I want that loot.
I'm just watching it on YouTube. I don't like using Twitch ever.
Fair. I literally would be streaming it off of YouTube. But they do the Twitch rewards and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't care enough about like an emblem to deal with Twitch. I can't
Which is fair. Like everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And
yeah.
it's just yours is wrong. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's fun saying that.
Okay, guys, I think that this collab might have to be canceled. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave now.
This music is quite interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree. Clone.
I haven't.
Clone says, "I wonder if they'll adapt any." What's up?
Ultra, are you ready for the stream?
Yeah, I'm streaming. Me and Alloy are both streaming.
Yep. So feel free to tune into either one or both at the same time.
Are you guys actually streaming on Twitch?
I'm sure we're on YouTube. I don't.
Watch party.
I'll just fucking watch it on my phone. Why you guys are... Then Bungie rewards.
Grayson, I'm currently playing ranked right now. I'm sitting in Diamond 3 and I'm just ratting my ass off.
Why would you play ranked when we're like 2 minutes away from like a big thing? That's evil.
Liam doesn't care about Destiny anymore.
Oh.
You can watch the recap.
I don't believe that.
Destiny doesn't. Yeah, Liam doesn't give a shit about this game anymore. Ultra, sorry for getting cranky when we did the other raid the other day.
I don't blame you. I was not prepared. I wasn't like mentally prepared to do a raid, and I was
not in the mood to Sherpa and Last Wish anyway, so I was cranky as fuck anyway. I did not want to Sherpa Last Wish.
Audio is part of our ongoing efforts.
Not in the mood to teach someone a raid that's been in the game for 7 fucking years.
Fair enough.
Apparently, Respawn is adding in a
upload audio log. It says, we detected an unusual high amount of audio dropouts during your last match. If you encountered audio issues, would you like to... Everyone's going to be hitting the upload.
Okay, so the stream is starting like right now.
Yep.
Stream starts soon.
Arenas is back, yes!
And the new Apex season comes out in a season. In an hour.
That's... Why do all these companies release like their things at the same time? Halo Infinite is also doing like a new season type.
Yeah, I was gonna say Halo Infinite has a new...
It has to do with like the calendar of business days, so they release it on Tuesdays. That's why all.
Why the same Tuesday?
That's a good question. I'm guessing because it's the beginning of the month, so it gives them.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me that like Halo Infinite would like do that, like release it on the same day as
Why
other
is there
things.
someone in Bungie's Discord fucking chat called?
Oh, here we go. But to be fair, the Halo Infinite one is like monthly,
5,
so.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yours is ahead of mine.
I'm already watching it. Yeah, I'm already watching
My countdown has just started, so no spoilers,
Yeah,
Ultra.
Okay.
I've already watched this cutscene. This shit already got leaked.
I haven't watched this.
That silence breaks.
You're leaving? Yeah, okay, okay.
I am summoning you as a new age begins.
Who's Pyramid? Wait, what?
I see sapient life turn to each other. They remember
Okay.
how to look
Okay.
to the stars.
Rolk's not Rolk. Nezrek's pyramid is just rotting in the sky still.
They remember how to thrive.
Aced.
Long before the Traveler. Oh fuck.
Everyone's just spamming feed in the Bungie comments.
That's awesome.
They forgot we were here long before the Traveler.
It's my prophecy hoodie.
Yeah, I'm getting like chills up my spine.
They forgot that they need us. But they are
What
fated
the
to
fuck?
remember.
What the
I
fuck?
will remind you.
What's in the?
I'm sure you will,
Wait a
but
minute.
not through me.
What?
Find someone else.
That is weird.
Oh, the fuck? She just popped out like a fucking Namekian egg from Dragon Ball.
Are you caught up yet, Alloy?
Oh, I'm not caught up.
I wasn't.
My will is my own.
I know, but I'm still not caught up.
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that.
Alright, everyone, hello and welcome.
Oh
Here to
yeah,
Bungie HQ,
Oren's
beautiful
back.
Bellevue, Washington.
Dude,
We
she
have
just
got
like
an
popped
amazing
out of
stream
that bitch
lined
like
up
a
for you to
fucking
tell you
shell.
A little bit about the
Bitch
Edge
got,
of
like,
Fate.
shat
One
out.
of you is
Feature
echoing.
Oh,
One
what
of
the
you is.
hell?
My name's Andy. I work
One
on
of
the
you is
social
ec-
media team here, but no need to worry. As always,
One of
I'm
you is
joined by some of my
echoing
amazing
through your
colleagues here
mic.
at Bungie to share some of the
I
finer
think it's
details of the
hyper.
stuff that we're going to be getting into today.
Turn your shit
how about we
down,
go ahead and get
Slime.
into it so we can show you what we got.
Also,
Starting
I
off
love
first, this
how
gentleman on my right, to your
Essence
left, is someone that you've probably seen if
was
you've
in
been to
that.
our streams before.
Yeah, it's just
By
rotting
Nox,
in the sky
the
now.
one
We
and
just
only
left
Mr.
it there.
Roddy Stevens, assistant game
Yeah.
director here at Bungie. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Andy. It's always a pleasure to
So
spend a day
Oren's
with you.
gonna be
Yeah, it's been a
the
nice time,
vendor
honestly,
for this,
hasn't it?
I guess.
Well, always.
To that
Quite
end as
likely.
well, for
It
anyone
seems
that
like
doesn't
it.
get to
I'm
hang
happy
out
with
as much
that.
as we do, can you tell everyone at home a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Is
But that
the-
also
So,
means the
is
emissary's
that
gone
the
now.
creative
Is that
and
the
game
9 that's at the end
directors
of
for the games.
Prophecy?
That means like I'm a
That bitch
vision
we just
holder
saw?
and I work
Or
across
Yeah.
is the 9 that
the
we
entire
did? Okay,
Destiny
that's what I
team
thought.
with people like Allison and Dylan on the couch here
She
to
just said,
chart
"Fuck
a new
my
course for
cool ass
Destiny
strip. I'm
and a
gonna
new
put in
future
some shitty
for the
Titan
game. I'm just
armor."
incredibly excited to be.
What do you
sharing
mean?
every
That
day of what we
D1
got.
Titan armor is
Can't wait, we've got a
amazing.
big show ahead, so thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, as we move,
I
as
thought
we
this-
move
I
pardon me,
thought
right
she
on
got
down the
laid
line,
off.
someone who again has also had the good opportunity to join us on these streams as well. There's
Also,
some fire and some
is
fire
Oren
guns
the
like
first
Pro.
Titan to have a hood?
Destiny's narrative director, the one and only
I
Allison.
don't know.
No,
Hello.
what's
How's
his
it going?
face?
It's so good.
no,
Saladin.
Lord Saladin has a cape, but his cape doesn't have a hood.
No,
I'll take
the
it anytime I
fucking
can.
dude who had
For
thorns.
anyone
Oh, Oh, Dredgen Yor, you're so right.
Yeah, Dredgen Yor had a hood. He wore because he pretended to be a hunter, but he was a Titan.
Sure. So
You're
my
so
name is
right.
Allison. I'm the
Because he
narrative
wore like a
director for
giant
Destiny 2,
dark
and so
cloak
that
around
means
his head
it's the
like a
job of me
fucking,
and my team to make
and
you
that would
laugh
hide
and
his
make you
armor.
cry
That
and
like
make you
hid
go,
his whole body.
Whoa, I totally forgot about this thing
So
from
you
8
could
years ago.
say
How did they remember?
Orin
It's
is the
because
first
we're good at our
appearance.
jobs.
It's true.
Yeah.
Someone who gets to
Because
sit
we've
in
only
on the
seen,
writers'
yeah,
room
you know,
something
Yor
I'm
wore like a
looking for
giant
that. So
black
thank you.
cloak that literally like covered his whole body besides his face.
And of course, as we move right on down the line, the gentleman there at the very end
because
of the couch,
like the
someone who
Thorn,
is a friend to all
the
Guardian
corruption
kind,
from
who's
Thorn
known
was like
far and
causing his
wide, a
armor
member
to
of the
crack,
Destiny
and he had
Global
like literally
Comms
like
team,
dark energy,
here
like
at
flow, like
Bungie, Mr.
green
Dylan
dark
Gaffner.
energy
How's everyone
flowing
doing?
up his body.
It's going well. How are you, Andy?
Yeah.
Doing so well. Thank you so much for
Got to make sure to ask.
And then
every
he
day.
just
I
let his
appreciate it,
ghost
all the
run
help
up,
I can get.
told his ghost to
Well,
fuck
to
off.
anyone out there
so
who
he
may
could
not
die.
have accosted you on
He
the
literally
wild
told
world
his
of
ghost to
social
stop
media,
rezzing
or is
him.
just somehow meeting you for the first time, do you mind telling us about what you do
Every
here at
time
Bungie?
Yor got
My name is
rezzed, it was
Dylan
killing
Gaffner,
his
formerly
nope.
community team,
Well,
where
because
we
every time
go
Yor,
out,
his
collect your
ghost
feedback,
rezzed him, it would
translate
kill
it
his
to
ghost
the
too.
dev team,
Because he was
and then bring their
poisoned.
information back to you, kind of be that middleman.
And then
now
he
I'm on
fight the
Global
man
Comms,
with
so I'm going to be
last
in more
word,
of like
the
a
golden
puzzle
gun.
piece
Let him-
organization
refreshing the
stage
page real
of
quick.
what do we talk
Shin
about,
mount
when do
first,
we
let
talk
Shin
about
mount
it,
first,
why
Shin
do we
mount.
talk about it, and then just making sure we get the information out to all
It was like,
players.
oh, the last
Well,
word
we all
you
appreciate it.
killed
Thank
the
you for
orange
always
dude,
being
yeah,
the
'cause
voice
Yor
of the
just
players
sat
inside our
there.
hallowed halls. We appreciate it.
The fuck?
All right, well, now that we've kind of got the
Fight
intros out of the
back.
way, let's talk about
The
our new
Fate
saga.
saga.
Robbie, I'd love to start with you. What's up next in Destiny, and where are we exploring?
Yeah, so our first expansion
my
this year,
guess
The Edge of
is
Fate,
that it's
is
a
the
9
start of a
saga.
brand new
The Fate
multi-year
saga.
called the Fate Saga.
I'm guessing we'll
So
get 2
we want
years
to tell
of
a
Fate
story
saga,
about
like still
something
4 DLCs
older.
in total.
I'm going to say
About the nature of fate
3
itself.
years,
Are we
so
bound
6
by it?
DLC in
Can
total.
we fight it? Because
Right, yeah, that.
before the Traveler ever arrived in our
It
solar
just
system,
depends the
there's
pacing. It
already
depends how
space
big the
magic
DLCs
here.
are.
Yeah, and
Yeah, which if
so
they're all
ultimately,
Rise
this
of
is
Iron
a
stars,
story that we're going to
then-
explore. One of
I like how
Destiny's
they're like,
biggest
it's only
mysteries
gonna be, they're
and
gonna be
the
small
foundations
DLCs like Rise of Iron. I was
the
like,
universe itself.
Rise of Iron was
You're talking
not
about
small.
the
It was
main
almost
Okay,
the same.
they're
size.
they're talking.
Yeah,
I'm trying. They're talking about some
Yeah.
really
We
interesting
did
shit.
such a good job
by
with
the
this
way.
secret.
Really buried that lead, didn't we?
Okay, everyone shut up.
That's, but I
Sure.
mean, to that end, so who and maybe more appropriately, what are the 9?
Yeah, so buckle up. In the simplest description possible, the 9 are extraordinarily powerful beings that have been in the solar system for way, 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 way longer than the Traveler. We can think of them as being kind of connected to each of the major celestial bodies in Sol. So that's each of our 8 planets plus the sun. Sorry, Pluto.
It's messed up.
Didn't make the cut.
All right, fair.
I don't make the rules.
Thank
There you
you.
go. But the important thing to know about them is that this is why we're going to be so focused on the solar system for the next saga. We want to ask questions about our home that we've never asked.
The amount of times that I've
So when
said
it
we're
comes to
not
the
done
9,
with Soul
obviously,
yet, we can't be
Eagle-Eyed
leaving yet.
Guardians have been able to spot references to them for quite some time, whether it be outright
Interesting.
ominous or a straight-up game show in some cases. Can you tell us a little bit maybe about what we should expect from them?
Expect to be surprised. We're like you said,
Ultra,
the
did
lore
I
of the
not
9
call
really
it that it
ranges
would be
from
about the
like
9,
Star
the
Horse
saga?
infinitely neighing to the 9
That's a
doing
really easy
thing
genuinely
to
call.
awful things in our lore. And so the important thing to know
Because
about
other
them
than the
is
Gardener and the
individuals.
Winnower, they are like
This
the
isn't a
next
collective.
step.
It's not like a hive
I
mind.
think.
Yeah.
Each of them are kind of their own being, their own person in the loose definition of a person. They have different wants and desires. They can ally with different members and fight with different
Hey,
members
Lasky.
too. In the words of one of our characters really early on, there are aliens, and then there's
Just saying hi.
aliens, and then there are aliens.
Yeah, you just want to join in.
That latter one is what the 9 are qualified as.
Fair enough. All right, so beings of obviously immense power, something that the Guardians have gone toe-to-toe with in the past. We've even faced off against the very embodiment of the darkness itself.
Yeah.
What could be tougher than that?
Yeah, so this is something that we've been thinking
Incorrect.
a lot
The
about,
witness is
'cause
not the
ultimately
embodiment
the
of the
9 seek to
darkness.
free themselves
Yeah.
at no matter the cost to humanity, and because
Yeah.
they're
He's the embodiment of
extra-dimensional in the
using
ways
darkness.
that Allison are describing,
Yeah.
they're not bound
Evil, by the
by the
way.
same
Even he
rules
would
that
understand
we
what he
are
was
that we've
supposed to
really
be
experienced before in the game today. And so humanity and the Guardians, to many of them, are ultimately just bugs that can be squashed on, that they don't really care or think about beyond, achieving their ultimate goals. So,
yeah, I mean, like, for the last 10 years, Guardians
stepped
have
into
really
a wall with
just
Cabal
been
on
making
Mars.
their own fate.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's
so the
gonna
9
take
is
out
challenging
Command
that.
one by
How are
one.
we going to deal with it?
Yeah,
Hey, I'd love
whether
a new
we like
tower,
it or
please.
not, the 9 have a plan for us. And like you said, Guardians are really good at making their own fate and going out and deciding who they want to be. But
I wonder if they're going to
when
adapt any
them
like
deciding to make
what
our
the
own
9
fate
were
is
originally going
exactly
to
what our fate
play
is. Like,
in
what if that was the plan
D3
all along?
to
These are
Edge
extra-dimensional
Fate.
beings. That
You
means they
guys
perceive
think that
our
they're going to adapt
reality
any
in a very
storylines
different way
or
and
no?
interact with it in a very different
Fate
way.
Saga's several years, by the way.
Move ahead and chess.
They did not. Did they? I don't think they said several years.
But you were
They
mentioning,
did.
you know, obviously the Fate Saga
They just
is one of
did.
the subjects of today.
Several means
how
more
long
than
can we expect
4.
the Fate Saga to last?
Yeah, so the Fate Saga is going to play out over several years, and
Oh,
ultimately,
okay.
we know where we're driving
I'm a
this car.
little
We know where we're
behind.
going.
Multi-year, yeah.
But the conclusion
Cook,
of the Edge of Fate
Bungie, don't tell
itself
us what the
is going to
actual
leave
main
you with
enemy
more
is.
questions than
Legal
answers, and it's going to
disagree,
be the
thank you.
catalyst into this new multi-year saga. Because we really want
Tell me
to
is fucking
return Destiny to
Whitehead
being
Megamind's the
a
main
game
villain?
about
Whoa,
big
new
questions,
concept
right?
art.
And so the way we think about this is about
Yeah,
pouring
that
jet
concept art's
fuel
cool.
into the speculation
Well,
engine of the game.
old
So we're going to be
Chicago
revealing a lot
new
of
art
ideas, a
got
lot of
leaked.
concepts, and many of them we're not
Like
going to
2
be
weeks ago.
answering immediately, because we're going to be telling the story over multiple expansions, and we're going to be giving you those expansion beats more times than we have before in the past. And so the year of
Well, so that
prophecy kicks
also
off with
means
the
we
Fate
should
Saga,
get some
and
destinations
and
around
with
Uranus,
it,
which is
humanity
nice.
is now set on a collision course with this celestial pantheon
Shattered Cycle.
of the system that has been here for a very, very long time. And so
Hmm.
the Edge of Fate
Alchemist.
launches
Ooh.
on July 15th. And then the second expansion of our year of
that's 4.
prophecy is
Okay,
Renegade,
so
which
4, I was
comes
right so
this
far.
winter. And then later in 2026, we've got Shattered Cycle and The Alchemist.
Fate Saga's
Casually
gonna be
drops
A lot of stuff.
4
Yeah.
expansions.
A lot of exciting beats. And so
Jeez.
again, the Edge of
Yeah.
Fate is just the beginning of this
That's
long
probably gonna be the
journey of
prophecy
this
saga right
awesome
there
vehicle
for-
we're all jumping into and
Okay.
driving together, and it's going to take us to some new places.
Ooh,
What the
Okay.
So,
fuck?
with regards to the Edge of Fate right here in front of us, you were also
Edge
nice
of
enough to bring the
Fate,
class something
Renegade,
today. You've got some gameplay with you,
Fate
Oh,
right?
yeah, we got some
Cycle,
clips.
something
yeah.
Yeah,
like
we should show those off.
It's a
Check-
doozy.
Whoa.
check it out. The present. Let's check it out.
It is very scuffed that we're all watching this at like different times.
Back.
Oh, the train's real.
Follow?
God damn it, the train's real. That sucks.
What? What?
Whoa.
Hey, that looks like a new sub.
No, it's probably something similar to Deep Sight.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Did that bro just bounce truth off a wall? That armor's clean. Oh
that
my god.
stasis hand cannon.
Oh my god,
that was
dude.
a weird looking Vex thing. Did you see that?
I see.
They're all new. Does that... Are the Fallen using Lord of Wolves as jetpacks? That's what it looked like.
Oh.
Looks like okay. A new
What
Fallen
is that,
house.
Liam? Liam, you're at the same spot as I am. You saw that shit.
Oh,
Barely
there's
see
Snowland.
Hear shit.
Whoa.
Brand?
Okay, maybe we were all wrong. Maybe Destiny isn't dead.
Very interesting. Looks like we've got a new fallen house.
That looked like
Yeah.
the train. That type of train's from Chicago. Those types of trains.
The unknown.
I'm like
Yeah.
100% sure we're going to old Chicago. Because it got leaked anyway. There's like new
All right,
concept
that
art for old
gives us
Chicago.
an awful lot to go ahead and continue to dive into. And
What, from
here
like
to help
11
us
years
go ahead
ago?
and explore a little bit more of it.
Yeah, no,
Everyone
it's like
probably
newer
knows we've been
art,
joined
like
by
newer
someone
like
new here on the
art
couch.
made by Bungie
We
for old
are
Chicago.
privileged to be joined by someone who's the
Interesting.
originator of perhaps my favorite all-time Destiny emote, the one and only
Also,
Dave
what is it
Samuel,
with
art director here
these
at Bungie.
sci-fi
Dave, how's it
games
going, man?
using trains to
great.
travel
Thanks
through
for having
time?
Absolutely.
First it
I know,
was
right?
Maybe
Warframe.
for some reason somehow it doesn't have that emote in their collection or hasn't seen you in a past
I don't
life.
think it's a
Do you mind
bad thing.
telling
It's
us a
just
little bit
fun.
about what you do here? at Bungie?
Yeah,
But no, I'm
yeah,
intrigued by this new
director of
fallen
Fate.
house,
Those
if
new
anything.
guns
work with the
look
art
sick.
team
Those
to
enemy types and guns look
visualize
sick.
the narrative and design.
Yeah,
and
and
kind of bring
also
it all
like
together.
that Vex.
There's a lot to bring together. Thank you
Could
very much for
appear
being
like
here today.
one of those
So,
like
with
Vex
the Edge
from
of
like
Fate, it's obviously the
Echoes,
first expansion in the Fate saga.
took over the
Allison,
call.
I'd love to start with you, actually.
The
What can you
Nessian
tell us
Schism?
about the Edge of Fate?
The Edge of Fate
Uh,
begins
no,
with
the
an
other one, like
invitation,
the white
and we are invited
Oh, the
along with a
precursors.
very specific group of people
Precursor.
to a location, to a
Yeah.
moment in time
All
for
new
a very
destination stuff.
specific reason.
Very specific purpose.
Very specific reason and purpose, yes. And the place that we're going to is called Kepler.
there's
And so you may
several
be saying, now,
Keplers.
Allison, hold your horses
Read
one
my mind.
second,
Yeah.
because the Kepler I know is the one that's way outside of our
Cool.
galaxy. What do you mean? We're
We
going
are
to Kepler,
in the
and I
Oort
say,
cloud.
like, dear friend, Didn't you know, if you look
Not the
inside
Kuiper
in
Belt.
Destiny's universe,
Was
the
that a
Oort cloud
pyramid?
at the edge of the solar system, you'll find a little planetoid that also happens to be named Kepler here in the world of Destiny. And that's where
I
we're
got
going,
chills on my
to
arms,
Kepler.
dude. All my hair's like
This is
white
kind of the Robbie. We're talking kind of before the show. This is like
I need to see more
like the first taste
first.
of something new, right?
Yeah, so
Yes.
what you're seeing
Obviously,
here
I'm
is us
getting
just
it. I'm getting
trying
the collector's
something new. We're
edition,
expanding the
but-
universe of Destiny, creating
I
new
won't be getting the
mysteries to
collector's edition,
uncover.
but
This whole
shit.
destination is about
Why don't you take
exploring
my
a
money for the next
labyrinthian
2
world
years?
that took inspiration from things like Dreaming City,
It's
exotic
more
missions,
like I need to
dungeons,
see
and it's
more
wrapping it
before
all
making my
through a
mind up about certain
Metroidvania
things and
expired
certain like
experience. And so at the heart of all of this,
Like the
Those
elixir
are
and the
the
vex.
fate
So
is
far,
a
those guns are sick.
player-driven exploration and discovery of an exotic world with brand new abilities.
So actually, to even just maybe dig a little bit deeper, like how is the Edge of Fate going to be different from past
A
expansions?
little bit bigger than Rise of Iron. Rise
Yeah,
of
so
Iron
at the
was
global
not
scale,
small.
when
Stop acting
we're
like
thinking
Rise of
about
Iron was
expansions and the
small.
Year of Prophecy and the formula of Destiny
a
expansions
little bigger
24,
than Rise of
first
Iron.
off,
Dude, those
we're
guns
doing
look so
2
good,
expansions a
bro.
year instead of just 1.
Those
And
guns
They
think
do
of
look
each of
cool.
these expansions as
So
a little bigger than
clean.
something like a Rise of Iron.
They're actual new
from
gun
D1.
models.
And so
I'm
both of these
impressed.
expansions combined are going to be even more expansion content than we've done in the past. And
Okay,
by
yeah, I
delivering
can already
2
tell
of
you these
these a
little
year,
Vex fuckers are
we're
gonna be
upping the
annoying in
pace of
GMs.
major
Yeah, at least we're
story
getting
events that
at
really
least we're
matter to
getting a
players
lot of
and
new
pushing
units
the
for
fates
the
of
looks
the
of
game
it.
forward. And so
dude,
we're
Yes.
trying radical new things.
Oh,
These all
Coral
each of
Vex.
these
Yeah,
expansions. And so
there's
Yeah,
alongside
these
this
are gonna
new
be annoying
destination
in
of Kepler,
GMs, bro.
this
They're gonna
exotic
fuck
world
it.
that players will explore with brand new abilities, we also have world tiers. And world tiers allow you
I'm
to
so
take
excited
on
for this
a
new
higher
format.
level
They
of
said
challenge on the
abilities. Hey,
destination
they said
in order
abilities.
to attract some of the best loot within the release. But what's cool about world tiers is as you
They
play through
said
the mainline
abilities.
story and you play through the
I
first
wonder if
couple
it's
of world
abilities
tiers, you're
like
going to
deep
unlock
sight
later world
abilities.
tiers. And as you're claiming
Could
those
be that,
abilities,
or
as
we
you're
could be
exploring the
skating
world
like
more,
aspects
as you're
for
discovering more
subclasses.
within the release, you're
Would be
putting
nice.
these puzzle
Would be
pieces
good.
together.
I
and
want
you're
more
figuring out
stasis
how
stuff since
to
stasis
solve
is
all the
free.
mysteries on
Stasis
Kepler
and
with different
Strand, both
ways.
of
And
them.
so you might
Oh,
play
yeah.
a
Strand-
puzzle in one way, a mission
Strand
in one way,
Lightfall
and
needs
when
to
you're in these
be
higher world tiers
free
in post
first.
game, you can start to solve these problems in
Before
different
anything
ways
is
that you
added-
couldn't
added to
before
Did I just
in
tune
the
back
original
into
playthrough.
something
And
that's
so,
becoming free?
alongside all of this, we're also going to have
No.
a ton of quest
Dang.
content
They
that
saying
we're
we were unlocking
rethinking
abilities.
about how
I don't
we
know if they're talking about like deep
use
sight
within
type
the game.
abilities or
So
more abilities
on
like
Kepler,
aspects of
there's some
classes.
non-linearity within the destination
Because
itself.
they need to
And
make
so
the game a
it's-
lot
with
harder.
a lot of our side
Prismatic
quest
literally
content
power
that is
crept the
related
game
to the
into
critical
oblivion.
path, but you don't have to play it. It's there for you to explore. It's
Oh
driven
my
by
God,
your
no,
desire.
One's got
You're
the
out
one now.
I'm gonna
in the
bust.
field, you discover something, and you pick it up, and that's going to help you explore the characters in the world of Kepler more and go deeper on that story.
Dude, that
And so,
armor,
yeah,
too, is
again,
so
this is
good.
all about us just looking at the formulas that we've been building in Destiny over the last 10
I really
years.
hope they say
And
there's
some
a
of
new
them are really
subclass
strong,
coming on
but
these
they're due
DLCs.
for some experimentation
Yeah.
and some
It's
radical
bound to happen
changes.
Maybe
And so
Alchemist.
that's what you're seeing here with the first.
Well, no, I
DLC
want them to
of
become a new
the-
subclass,
Yeah.
mostly because, as the
I,
cross said,
I
if
love
they
everything
come
you
out
just
with a
said.
new
I was a little
subclass in any
distracted
of
by
these
some of the gameplay we were
DLCs,
showing, like
he will delete
exotic
his
sniper
entire
rifle. I
vault.
think I saw kind of recognize
In
that.
any
or
of them?
Some enemies with
He
a
says
couple
yes.
really
He
cool
says
twists.
if any
like,
of these two,
okay,
the first
yeah.
two,
But then also
there's
there was
Oh,
a
right.
scene that
subclass, he
turned
will be
into like a
deleted.
lightning ball. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so there's multiple new abilities that your players are going to be able to discover on Kepler. That's going to make them
You need a
navigate
third
and
subclass.
look
What's
at the
this?
world in different ways. But the one you're talking about, Dylan, this
Oh,
we
it's
see
like
as
the
our,
morph
premier
ball.
ability, the crown jewel.
Because it's like a Metroidvania.
Matter Spark, and you know
Okay.
Dave has joined us, and
Dark
he's
matter.
helps us take the vision of the narrative and the design and the art,
New source
smush
of
together, and amazing
energy.
experiences. And so I think Dave should talk to us more about Matter Spark.
Yeah. So there's this new source of energy on Kepler.
Listen to this.
Strange dark matter. Matter.
Dude, that's sick.
So the Guardian binds itself to
That's
the dark
cool.
matter using
Yeah,
the arc
there's
powers
gonna be a bunch of
within.
hidden
You
secret
can
stuff
think of the
all
dark
over the
matter
map.
as like a medium.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
arc is this catalyst
100%.
that will like allow you to completely change form.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
got
it's like a
Triform
morph
making
ball.
it,
It's like a
Matter
morph
Spark
ball from
lets you
Metroid.
Squeeze into
Well,
tight
dude,
areas.
there's gonna be so
race
much hidden
around
stuff
areas,
around the
jump
map
over
though with
stuff.
this thing.
You guys
and it
know
also
Metroid,
allows
right?
you to turn
Oh yeah,
into
yeah,
this
yeah. I know.
Yeah,
basically
this is just a
Metroid
morph
electric
ball.
rolling ball of
Basically, that's
death,
cool.
jolting and shocking enemies that come
Dude,
across
the
your
Vex
path.
have their
What's What's that symbol above
one big part
the?
movement, one big part combat.
That's the,
but, I mean, even
Oh
just
yeah,
in
that
addition
is
to
the
that, to look a
whole
little
thing.
bit, wider, like how did the
Islanderish
Master Sparkle
one.
kind of influence the world that we're going to be inhabiting?
Because I saw Coral
Yeah,
Goblin.
you know, the team
so-
really had
Yeah, I
to
saw some
rethink what
coral
it means
vex,
to
but
build
there
a
was a
destination
symbol
with
above the restricted area.
A simple hill becomes a
But doesn't that
ramp
mean
to
that
get to a
Minecraft
new
show up
space.
as well?
A crack in the wall
You guys see him on
basically
the,
will reveal a
special
whole new
meter?
area to explore.
Yeah, we already
It's
knew
also a
about the
new way to
special
engage
Whoa.
with enemies. instead of taking a bunch of enemies,
probably because I don't look at mobs anymore.
Find a
Yeah,
matter
special
spark
ammo
pad,
stats gonna be an actual
transform,
thing now.
This
turn
is
into this
D4.
electric ball of death, and then just
Just
start
skip
racing
D3
around the
and
arena,
just skip
dash over their
We're
heads,
basically in D3
and
at this
flank
point.
from
From
behind,
D2 originally.
and then, you know,
We are in
really
D3. This is
give
just straight
the,
up
House of
D4 now.
Exile on
We just
Kepler
need an
a
engine
bad
update, dude. They need to go and
As
fix
well,
the
we should.
spaghetti code.
It's a good day for
Engine
us as
update.
well. So what are some of the other
Drop
Kepler
last
abilities that we'll be
gen.
able to unlock
Bring
while
all
we're
the
out
old
there as
content
well?
back.
Yeah, so each of these
That's
Kepler
like game
abilities
of the
are
year
a
for me
mix of
already.
dark matter and our Guardian's powers. So we have the Relocator Cannon, which is this new fallen dark matter tech mixed with Void.
That's super sick.
This is going to allow you to bypass laser walls, use these cascading relay networks, and just basically teleport around the world.
It would be cool if they had this dark
Another
matter
ability-
thing in a Crucible
ability that we
map
have
where you can
is
open up new
Matter
lanes in a
Morph.
Crucible
This
map.
is
dude.
dark matter mixed
Ooh.
with strand, allows you to manipulate the
Get to different-
environment.
It's
different-
creative.
You'll
I'll
be
give
able
them
to
that.
basically push
it's
and
incredibly
morph and
creative.
move geometry to create bridges, open up
Hey,
doorways,
it's better than the
and then also reveal secrets and new opportunities.
Cars,
Yeah, so what's really important about what Dave is describing, and when we were thinking about building this world, it was all about like,
Liquidate his
here's this new
bank
tool
account.
to navigate and see the world in a
There we
different
go.
way.
Just got my Twitch
and
drop.
solve little puzzles and mysteries throughout the missions, the free roam, and the quest content, and
Watching through the
beyond.
Twitch
But
stream, what
also,
are you
what was
guys
really
watching
important
through?
to us is that we lean into Destiny's first-class ability gameplay. And so with Matter Spark, like Dave is mentioning, you're jumping, you're dashing into enemies to destroy them, you're doing giant explosions with
I want
them.
to play
The
that heavy
Relocator
metal
Cannon,
Crucible
you're just
event.
blowing
dude.
everything up
That
with
shit's gonna
void
be so
explosions
fun.
and graviton lance style like projectiles,
servers are probably
secret
gonna be shit.
projectiles. And then what's
Yeah,
really
it's
fun
gonna
about
take
Matter
2
Morph
hours
is you
to
can
load
just
in.
be like throwing these
And I'm gonna have
strange
to go to work by
shurikens
then.
basically
I don't have
to just
speech
like
class
delete
today,
an
so
encounter before you then like start to
chilling.
morph the environment around you and move to the next area. And so it's just really exciting I'm incredibly excited about watching players just like solve puzzles and fight encounters in ways that like we don't even expect yet and see how they take on the destination. And just like I really want to emphasize, you're going to be upgrading these, and when you get into especially the post-game experience, it's going to unlock, there's something unlocked with Matter Spark that really changes the way that you can play through the entire destination.
So we're talking about dark matter.
Okay, then give us our third darkness subclass, you cunt.
We have darkness abilities like
dude.
strand and stasis.
Dark
already.
matter
Like,
is
how
part of the
dark
causal
matter different?
universe.
Yeah, so
Darkness is
dark
power
matter
causal.
and darkness are two
Yeah, no,
completely
I'm just saying, I
separate
want my
things.
third
They're
darkness
completely
subclass.
different things.
I mean, dark matter
does exist in our
subclass is
world.
more plausible than
in the
Siva
world of Destiny,
subclass.
we
So
know it as being
Well, no,
tightly
me and my
connected
friend,
to the Nine. It's what
coworkers
the
that
Nine are actually
literally started playing
made out of.
Destiny like the past
In our
month
world,
again
dark
after
matter
playing
is
since
invisible. You
Forsaken,
can't really
came up
see
with like
it.
good
And it
ideas
wouldn't be
for
very
abilities,
fun to
supers,
make
and everything.
a destination where there's an invisible thing that you can't actually
Hmm.
see. So lucky for us on Kepler, there's a bioluminescent microbe
just
that
need more
allows us to
abilities for
see
strand
all
and
of this
stasis.
substance
Yeah.
that's impacted this
Stasis
world.
100%
It
is
allows us to
doable.
see how
It
it's
needs new
impacted
Just give
the
it
supers.
like a
life,
year or
It
two.
needs
how it's
supers and
impacted
abilities.
the behavior
Stasis.
of the
Yes.
peoples that we're going to encounter. And we can see how it has been able to bring these things that are kind of unstuck in time into this current location.
I do have to put on my drifter hat for just a second. Like, what does it smell like? What does it
Dude, those guns
taste
look
like?
so good.
Yeah.
I want the
Dark
guns
matter
already. I want the
smells and
guns
tastes
already.
like bleach and math. Yeah, it's true.
Cannot wait to get
Why
that.
you look like that?
Yeah.
Get it with a sandwich today after.
It's zesty.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Load
Actually,
looks
so
like
on
an
the
aged
topic of stuff
Aztecross.
in the trailer as well.
It looks like
We heard someone
it
talking about it. Can you
does.
tell us?
Oh,
Wow.
It feels really
Time.
weird being
Lodi.
behind.
Lodi is a new character that we're introducing in Apollo.
He
not
looks
Apollo,
like he
we're
drinks
introducing him
Soylent.
in the
He
Edge
looks
of
like he
Fate.
drinks Soylent.
I want to give a
He
special
is a
shout out
Soylent
to Brian
drinker.
Villalobos, who portrays Lodi.
Be
Is he a
careful.
hunter? 'Cause he looks
I
like a
can
hunter.
already
This
tell. I
character
can.
is-
I can
Soy
already
sauce
tell
on the
he's
bottom.
going
He's
to annoy
kind of
the
a
shit
fish
out of
of
me.
water, but the fun thing about tropes
Not as bad
is
as
to
fucking
kind of
Nimbus.
put a twist on them, right?
We'll see.
What if that
That
fish
is
that we
true.
pulled out of the water was the
We'll
most
see.
qualified fish to be pulled
Nimbus
out
stuff
into
is
the air?
horrible, right?
Down for anything.
It's down
I don't
for
even
anything.
know if there
And
are
what
light
if
there.
that fish was kind of made to be pulled out of the water? I don't want to give away too much because this character is way more fun for the players to figure out what his deal is. But I will say that Lodi is very, very far from home.
Very fair, very exciting.
I
Ah.
do
It
have
looks
to
like
call out,
horror,
too,
bro. I want to see
before we
that horror
started
Nova Bomb a
this,
motherfucker again.
You and Robbie were talking about how Lodi is like a
It's Nova Bomb, the
notice me
biggest
character.
hive knight
Yeah,
known to
Robbie wanted a
mankind.
senpai.
I did.
Yeah.
That would be
Someone
in,
that I just wanted
what?
to spend a bunch of
Renegades.
time with on this new adventure we're going on.
Yeah, a friend that we can look up to.
Yeah.
Notice me.
notice
Notice
me.
me.
Okay.
He will.
It writes
Fucking
itself.
called it.
Or rather,
Alright.
it does. So with regards to
Bro, the
characters
drip.
as well,
The
Akura,
drip.
there you
fantastic
go,
characters
there you
we
go,
have
dude.
Fate.
There's
no.
my.
We're
There's
going to see some new
why-
faces like Lodi and other characters.
want that
but
armor,
we're
though,
also
he
going
has.
to see some familiar ones too. Ikora is here. The stakes are high enough that she's here investigating.
Dude,
what's
Ikora's
going
head's
on.
even shinier,
And
bro.
as it turns out, in one of our major mysteries, she's kind of at the center of it. She was invited here, as was Lodi, same as we were. All of it's kind of tied together.
The raid's gonna. I
So
guarantee the raid's gonna be a compelling
Like
different
the way we think about this is about all these characters. Their fates are intertwined in some way. There's
Not
there's
actually
something
part of
being
the
portrayed
nine,
for a
but
very long time
the
in order for everyone to get here at this moment. And so, as
just
a guardian
kill
and these
them
characters
out.
involved,
You
they're
just
going to have to
kill
decide if they're
each evil
fighting
nine
their
member
fate.
one by
That's
one.
what we think about. For these individuals, that's what they're going to have to go through
Wow.
and determine about how they can stand up to this new conflict that is surrounded by the Nine, because they are fated to be here. And what does that mean for them? And what does that mean for their future and the future of Soul itself?
So with regard to these new characters and this world we find ourselves in, was there anything about that setting, or in particular, that really influenced the creation, rather, of this world that we're going to be inhabiting?
Yeah, I'll give you a list of fun facts. First off, if you've been paying attention to Destiny over the last week or so, you already know that there's been people on Kepler for a long time. That's an old-ass computer that you were putting those numbers into. We also know that the Vex are here. They're studying the Nine.
House of
because
Exile
it turns out
exists.
The Nine can do something that the Vex can't.
I'm fine with
As
that.
Dave mentioned, the
It
House
is
of
so
Exile
good.
are also
That
here.
explains why their
They've
technology
been
is so much
fixated on a
different than the
being that they call the Giver.
Explain
And
why their
kind of
technology
most
is so much different than other
importantly,
Fallen.
the dimensionality on Kepler is really thin. So the three dimensions that we can know and see and touch are very close to the realm that the Nine live in. And that means some
I'm
things
completely
from
fine with
Earth's
the House of
past
Exile
have
returning,
been
even though
yanked
it's
into
not
Kepler's
technically a house.
Yeah, I mean, so we've been talking
like a
about
subfaction.
invitations throughout this, and
Yeah.
and we need to call
It's
out an
House
invitation
of
that's actually gonna be
Exile,
waiting
but
in
it's
game
not an
after this
actual
is
house,
over.
like,
Ride
structured
of
as it
Nine
should be.
begins today.
Yeah.
So I believe we have a trailer to show.
You were nice enough to bring a trailer along. I'll go ahead and give it a look really quick.
Oh, right
let's
of the
do it.
Nine.
Yeah.
3 difficulties. Please tell me new armor. Need new drip.
That would be immensely good.
Prosecutor's gonna be so good now. Oh, dude, they got new perks that are gonna break the damn thing.
Maybe the
Earn
deep
unique
weapons.
rewards. Okay, yeah, the galaxy pattern. Yeah. Dude, judgment for PvP, Liam. The hand cannon from Prophecy. She's about to be cracked.
Bust.
That's all unique raid armor. It's just different versions of the raid armor. They have the rainbow pattern.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm just happy the inverted fire's back.
Ultra, can you play the event after this stream? Or
Yeah, I can. I'm planning on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Rite of the Nine, which is our essential prologue story for the Edge of Fate. And these 3 dungeons that are featured in this event are
They
free
did change
for all
some of the
players
encounters.
starting
They
today.
added some extra
And
stuff.
so
Oh, that's
what's really
cool.
important about this
They
is
made
that
them all
these dungeons
Someone-
are both for
someone said
veteran
Rite of
dungeon
the
crawlers,
Line.
hardcore raiders, people who've been in these places a
Good
lot,
chat.
but also new guardians who've never stepped into a dungeon before, right? What was
Esoteric's
really
gonna solo
important
follow
for us
all
when
of
we were
these.
developing Rite of the Nine was that we are changing the formula on how
Contest.
we can think about how we can welcome even more people into these experiences. And so you're gonna be able to go in solo, buffed up, and explore a dungeon by yourself, or go in match
Title?
made with other
what's the
fire
title?
team members shoulder to shoulder for the very first time. But don't worry, because
Profit.
we also have that higher level challenge for our veteran, our hardcore dungeon crawlers, where you're going to be able to earn the best possible loot, exclusive rewards, and also an exclusive title as part of Rights of the Nine. What's also really important about this event for being a prologue for the Edge of Fate is that it really reintroduces the emissary into the game, and you're going to learn why her job is pretty crappy, and why she quits at the top of the Edge of Fate, like we saw at the beginning of this show. And so, Andy, we've been talking a bunch about how our Destiny expansions are changing the formula for Destiny going forward. So now I think it's time for us to start talking about how the core hobby
Face
of
I haven't
Destiny
seen in a while.
is changing going forward. The day-to-day of playing Destiny, week-over-week experience. And we've got someone else on the couch here to help us talk about that.
We have an expert in that very subject now who has gone ahead and joined us on the couch. We are now joined
If
by
they
the one and only Mr.
drop
Ben Womack,
that they're
creative
bringing
director here on
stuff
Destiny.
back,
Ben, how's it
then I'll
going,
be
man?
happy.
Hey,
I
I'm doing
doubt
great.
it though.
I'm really excited to be here. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, seriously.
There is a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be a very
Make
good
it inspectable again.
we have coming up. But before we get into that, can you tell us just a little bit about what you do here?
Yeah. So I'm the
I think
executive
for Forsaken's
for
campaign
the core,
should
or the
at
core
least
hobby,
come back
as we call
sooner
it,
than everything
and
else, because
it
that's
has
not
to do
as much
with
work.
all parts of the
I
game,
agree.
through Fate, through our seasons,
I
through
think.
fundamental
Like Red
systems. And in
I'm
particular,
seeing
like I
the
was saying,
I'm seeing
focusing
the
on
viewer
some
count
of
drop.
the kind of building
We
blocks
saw
of
it drop by
Destiny
like
2,
100.
getting those like not only stood up but also transformed
averaging
and iterated on,
120K
and
though.
some really exciting new places.
Nice. Well, let's go ahead and just start at the top. Can you tell us a little bit about what like the core formula of Destiny is changing and why?
We also gotta think a lot of people are probably watching this on their lunch
why
break at work.
first, because it's
Yeah.
important to
Oh,
think
shit,
about what
gotta
is
go back to
Destiny, what is
fucking
great
work.
about Destiny, and Destiny is best.
They'll
when
probably go watch
you
the As
have,
the Cross
like,
video. I guarantee
awesome
As the Cross will
chases that
review
you're
all the
excited
shit on
about.
stream.
You have
And they'll have like 4
really
million
cool, powerful
views.
builds to make.
Oh,
and there's a mountain to climb
100%.
that's right in front
He'll
of you.
make
that you
4
want to
hours
climb.
out of
Like,
the
I
1
want
hour.
I saw it
mountain.
increased to 124,000.
And the thing that is not always true right now, Destiny, is like it doesn't feel streamlined as it could. Players don't have as much agency. You know, we want to be player driven. We want to be more rewarding than we are.
You say
Right now, there
Leviathan's
are
coming
barriers
back. I will
to playing
literally
Destiny
pull
like,
out
in the
my
best
cop.
way. And those barriers are insurmountable sometimes.
I think Haunted
So think about
Leviathan
that
should
whole
come back
picture of, okay, what
anyway.
Shit,
what
Like,
is the
that
Destiny?
the
literally
3
Leviathan
arenas
is
came
It
back.
has been in the past that we also want to get back
The
to.
3
in the
arenas as well
future.
as the Mechanist
That's where
Slayer.
all the changes you're going to see
Mechanist Slayer,
starting.
you know,
like,
the
at their
Machinist,
inception
sorry.
point.
Yeah, I got you. I got
It's a
you.
big piece of the pie.
I literally
That's the
gave
thing,
us half of
coming
the
across
Leviathan
so
back
many
on
systems
that
of the game, and
fucking thing.
this is like we're just getting in, digging the
Literally.
surface.
Yeah.
I mean, to that same end, then, how
Yeah,
are we
it's the portal.
making it easier, pardon me, to go ahead and just get straight into the fun?
Oh no, let's do it, because that's exactly what we want to do. And the first thing you're going to see when you log into
You're gonna show
Destiny
us?
with Edge of Fate,
This looks so much
you're
better
gonna
than
log in a
fucking-
character and see your ship
Ooh,
and orbit.
yeah.
It's going to say, it's not going to say open directory, it's going to say open portal.
This is just D3.
The portal is our
This
new
is
front
fine.
page of the game.
This is straight
We're
up
trying to
just
like get you to the
D3.
fun as fast as possible and as few clicks as we can. Like
Wait a minute.
we even have Edge of Fate
Where's
there in the corner, so that it's like
destinations?
right
Don't
immediately there. No
send
fumbling around
people
with
to the
map
latest
get to it, really.
expansion. Send
And
them
we're
to
also
play
taking
it in
other parts of the
chronological
original
order.
game for
I don't
season and putting
understand
them
why
into
they don't
these
do
ops
that.
categories. So the idea is that we're having these different
Guide
ops for
players to
different
play the
games.
game in like the
We're having
chronological
solo
order
ops,
so they can
or
understand
have a
what's
bunch of fire
going
team
on.
ops. We have Pinnacle Ops, and of course we have Crucible Ops, still super important for the game.
I mean, to start up at the top, can you tell us a little bit more about what solo ops?
Oh yeah. So solo ops,
Llama, you're
solo
the
ops
goat
is
for making a
exactly
video
what it
about
says
this
on
like
the
a
tin.
month ago.
It is a bunch of activities that are made for solo players, and the conception point of that was
Oh my god,
you want to
dude,
make
these
activities
hubs are
for
way
players
better.
who like,
Holy shit.
have a smaller amount of time that they want to play in, and they don't necessarily want to
This is
have
more
like,
MMORPG
dependencies on
shit.
other players.
This is
but
not.
they
this
still
is
want
more
to get
of
in
an
there and play for 10 to
MMORPG
15
type
minutes.
thing.
And
I
get some
definitely
real
get that
progress.
vibe.
Yeah, get some loot.
Yeah.
Get some loot
Yeah,
and
that
put your
screen
character forward and
itself.
feel like,
Pre-order
yeah,
shit
no, I
already?
played some
Make
Destiny,
it
that was
all in
great.
real quick.
And you know, even if you don't feel like playing with other people, that's fine, because we have an activity type that is designed for one player.
So, I mean, to that same end, what are some other ways that we can play and have fun using Portal as well?
Yeah, so Robbie actually has a great way of talking about this.
Do
Yeah,
you still
some of the
have
North Star that
destination
we
screen?
talked about when we were developing the Portal early on was like,
Comes out
where are
the
we headed with
week
this
after
thing? And
fucking
ultimately, it's play your way. It's
July
giving
4th,
players more
like 2 weeks
agency,
after
more
July
more
4th.
personal drive to figure out how they want to engage with the power climb and the new progression systems coming and our seasons. And so the entirety new progression and power climb is now all available to you
Oh,
in
dude,
the
that
Portal at your
armor.
fingertips in one place. It's really easy to find, really easy to jump in. Anything you play inside of that category is gonna any of those
We
categories.
see some of
is
that
gonna help you,
faction.
make progress.
The
And
allied
so,
faction.
because we want Destiny to be welcoming not only to
There's
new
definitely
players,
more
but
of
also
them.
old
There's
players
actual
who come back
allies.
to the game to join us
There was
with
a
the Edge of Fate.
postmaster too, which is
And we
great.
also want this to be like a new even playing field for everyone. And so, as part of this is a commitment from us, as part of the core hobby and all the seasonal content we're building, that we're going to be continually investing in this, right? We're going to be continually updating this over time for years to come. And so, you know, you're asking me directly, like, what else is there to do? Ben mentioned solo ops. We also have the fire team ops and pinnacle ops. Both these are more around playing with other fire team members, shoulder to shoulder, where fire team ops are more quicker sessions. There are some longer form things in it too. But then
please say
pinnacle
we can
ops are more
select
about those
whichever
those
exotic
long
mission
form,
we want
more challenging,
whenever we
kind of focused activities like exotic missions, for instance. And so, and then the one thing we haven't talked about yet, very deeply, but is incredibly important, and it's something that I think we've done for the first time, like ever, or maybe since early D1.
It's
like
kind of a return to form.
Yeah.
They're about to say Crystal's
You're
getting
going to
a
be
lot
able
of
to
updates. I'm all
experience
here for
the
it.
entirety of the power climb within Crucible Ops by playing PvP, right? So this means, like, if you want to be sweaty, Andy, which, like, I know you do, Dylan, too. I know you're that way, right? Like, I know both of y'all. Like, if you want to put the sweatbands on, you're going to be able to play the entire experience in the season here and earn some of the highest tier loot that's also available in the game.
I have to say, this is, like, super exciting, because, like, my player type or other folks out in the community, like, they want to go in, they want to jam on PvP, but then their friends invite them to do a dungeon or a higher tier activity, and they're like, oh wait, I need to grind a long time to get up to power. Now, through PvP, they can get up to power, and you can just bring them into that PvE experience and have a fun time with each other.
So that's honestly how I primarily played D1, so I'm really looking forward to that. So it sounds like the core, obviously, what you guys are talking about, play the way you want to play. It's at the center of all of it. What if I really want to challenge myself, push myself?
Oh yeah, that's important to us.
Yeah.
That's important.
Well, death, but also success.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
And so we really want to give agency. That's one of the things. Player agency, player driven towards loot and challenge. And so we have a really hugely expanded activity customization system.
Oh
a
my
lot more
god,
difficulty
they
levels.
actually done it. They've given us a non-match-made version for strikes.
Oh, cool!
In the past,
sick.
They're going to make this
Holy
big
it's taken
curated
them
list
11
of
years.
options for you to experience any of the PvE content in the curator.
Wow,
so, we have
that's
banes,
cool.
Not just the old banes that we have, but new banes as well. We also have boons to help you like get advantages.
I
hope I'm right about that.
I love the new UI.
And the fun part is you're going to get these different combinations.
I love the new UI.
I
love the new UI. I just hope the old destinations tab is still accessible and will still continue
There's a
to
new
be
boon
worlds.
called Grappler that I personally
Most
love. It's
likely.
my preferred
I just
way to
saw
play,
that
where
and thought,
they give you
is
3
that not
grapple
going to be the
grenades replacing
destination
your
map
current grenade.
instead
You
of the
don't get them that way,
destinations tab?
but they
but-
recharge super fast. So any build you
Let's
want,
hope
you
it's
can
the
now
actual
Spider-Man
tab.
around any map. It's
It
actually
makes
super
sense.
fun.
It's so fun. Yeah, and I mean, like, what's at the heart of what Ben is talking about is what we kind of call the virtuous cycle, right? Where you're going to be crafting your build, tinkering with the activity, looking at like how you can earn a higher tier of reward by taking on a higher challenge. And as you earn better loot, you're looking towards that next mountain to climb.
Kind of self-explanatory, my guy.
All the time. And so this is really about how far you want to push yourself upwards within the portal itself. But also, we also are thinking about the people, and that's the depth, right? That's the depth of the challenge that we're talking about. That's also, but we're also thinking about the people who don't have as much time to play with, like solo ops, and also if you're scared of modifiers or you're scared of customizing these activities,
or you just don't feel like
doing it. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. Thank you. We have a bunch of quick play options, right, Ben?
Yeah, quick play options, and we actually have matchmaking and fire team ops, and we have fire team finder, and so you're able to like really choose kind of what you're in the mood for.
Oh yeah, we technically have matchmaking across every activity that exists.
Except for solo ops, because that's solo.
Right,
Yes.
Otherwise,
Aside
aside
from
from
that
Pinnacle Ops, it's everything.
Yeah, you'll have options
You
to
know,
play
for
by yourself
ambience
or with other
and
people,
like
or actually really
research
fun hard
analysis,
is you
that's
can
going to be
play a strike
so
by yourself
helpful.
as hard as you want.
100%.
Fun.
Well, you're talking about like all the different boons.
But I also see the strike availability.
What are they talking about? Esoteric. So it's like you can take those into solo ops. Like we're talking about this
With
being
the
kind of
strike
leisurely,
option in the
bite-sized
portal,
activity,
like
but
they're
if
not
you wanna take it and say, I don't
specifically
want
tied
Weenie Hut
to
Jr., I want,
destinations
like,
anymore. They
esoteric
can
level,
bring back
solo,
old
hardest thing in the
strikes
world,
without
like,
bringing back the old destination. Yeah.
At the very start, if you really want
It's
to.
like Menagerie, for example. They can bring back the Menagerie without bringing back the
You're going
Leviathan.
to like stretch that far and want the reward to feel like.
Oh, Grayson. Also take a look at the
you want to feel like as you're pushing yourself, you are rewarded for it. That is something that's really important to the vision here for the board.
I don't care about Apex, man.
There are a lot of
Gear
rewards.
talk.
aren't there?
It's funny you mention it. Yeah, you know, we've got Banes, Boons, Modifiers.
I'm trying to listen
Let's
to
talk about
something.
gear for a little bit here. What's
That's why
changing
I
about
said
Legion
it.
and why should Guardians care?
Yeah, so like talk about chases and mountains and builds.
Here you
Like
go,
gear's at
Armor
the center of
3.0.
all of that, and we actually have 2 giant gear changes. I'm going to like put in 2 little buckets for us to talk about. The first one is Armor 3.0. And the next one is gear tiers. And so
They're starting
when
it
we talk
again.
about Armor 3.0
I'm fine with
first,
that.
We are probably making the biggest change ever since Shadowkeep.
Ooh, that armor!
Yeah, so like we're adding set bonuses, which is a long requested feature.
Wow, that
for all the
Titan.
new armor that you're going to be able to get at Edge of Fate launch. And we're
I
redoing
like
all
that
the
chest
stats.
piece.
Interesting.
You can now like exceed 100, go beyond 100 for extra bonuses.
Yep.
And we're gonna every single.
I need to
new
watch all
legendary
of this
that drops
again.
Is going to have all the energy filled in. So
I'm
you
going to
build
be
crafting right
continuing
away.
the stream
And
after
it's
it's
going to
done,
essentially,
but
like,
going over
There's more features
the...
actually I could talk about, but I don't think I'm allowed to.
11 energy slots now.
Something that we can talk about too.
Oh yeah, the 11.
As well.
Talk about that a little bit. Yeah, so gear tiers are very exciting because every single legendary weapon and armor.
I think one of them is like increasing power.
Starting from 1 going up to 5. And like we have a tier 5 piece of legs armor on the screen right now, and you can see that like this is like looks really cool with iconography, but it also has a ton more stats. And what's that?
Yeah, what's going on with the energy there?
Yeah, the energy. Yeah, the energy says 11.
Unwintered. That's so cool.
Energy is going to 11 for higher tier armor, and so if you want that for your build crafting opportunities, it does, like you were saying, more options than you had before. You're going to have to challenge yourself to get more higher tier armor and keep on going to get more higher tier armor to get those options.
Yeah, and this is also not something that's just relegated to armor, right? When it comes to weapons, they're obviously getting their own refresh as well.
Yes.
What's Destiny without chasing some?
You run my
yeah,
hitting in weapon charms.
Tier 5 for like
that they love.
Fashion, and then you have gunplay.
That's true. Though we do have fashion for your guns a bit. Well, so because once you reach tier 5 for your legendary drops, you're going to be getting tier 5 weapons, and those have unique shader treatment. They essentially a completely different look.
See, this is what Destiny's needed for a long time. It needs a big time sink.
Of this drop that you can get. It's going to show on the weapon. It's going to show on the icon. It's going to show when you kill enemies with that weapon, because there's unique kill effects for tier 5 weapons that you can turn on or off if you don't want it. But your gameplay will like show that the weapon that is being used is like the highest.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Giver's Blessing, which I think we have on screen right now.
Let's say it was a rapid fire.
Kepler auto rifles, and I cannot put this thing down. Yeah, we're playing through the Edge of Fate right now. And what's really exciting about it for me is that like when you see that
it's
tier
the
5
best
drop,
for fun.
you know immediately that's better than like a tier 3 or tier 4 weapon that you have, right? And I think that's when we talk about making Destiny easier to just jump in.
To be fair, Summoner is best.
Make it accessible, but also create more depth. You know, this is what we're thinking about. It's like how can we just make immediate like you understand like okay, this is probably better than the thing I have right now, depending on what game tier it is.
Yeah, I mean that's a good example of how much time and effort is being put into these game systems to make them more like approachable. Change can be scary. There's a lot of change that's about to come to the game. We're Armor 3.0, we have so many new boons, we have a bunch of new stuff. And after 10 years of
this
Destiny,
also
this is
releases
gonna
in
put some stuff
just
in the
over
set.
2 months,
we're
so
gonna have
we
a
don't
bunch
have
of
to
blog
wait
content, we're gonna have
too long.
interviews with Robbie, with Ben, with more folks across the team that have been working on this, and then we'll also be elevating our creator community when they're creating guides, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a fun time, but
hey, I'm just happy that it's like, yeah, it's currently the 6th of May. This is released.
Someone said rip all my god rolls.
More approachable, and we're looking forward to all the feedback that's going to be coming after launch too. Like this is again one of our first steps into something, and then the community, and we are going to build something amazing.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough how much feedback we've gotten from the community summits we've been running over the last year for the Edge of Fate, and just people reaching out to the community teams and others to us. Like your feedback is valuable. So,
I don't know how they're managing to do it, but
we're making this game together.
They're doing it.
Yeah, it's incredibly important part of the process. Like I don't think we would be able to make what we do without it.
Oh, I'm talking about like systems-wise. I don't know how they're managing to get that, but I'm here for
in
it.
advance for the big blogs, and then also the social media team. Go ahead and get out the door, so go ahead and get some followers.
I think Ben, you were saying you wanted to try to break the record for longest twid.
I'm more predicting we are.
Yeah. So
it's not about try; it's the state of things.
It's going to be a multi-month journey as we head towards launch. So
yeah, it'd be a good time. But we've been talking a lot about the core Destiny hobby. How does that extend into like how players are going to experience like a full year?
Yeah, so we've been focusing on improving and changing the format in multiple ways, and so progressing through the Fate Saga is going to be more meaningful with 2 expansions a year. We've been talking about how focusing our seasons and on the core hobby of Destiny and that commitment to continually updating it. And in addition, we're going to have 3 major updates between each of our major expansions coming in the Year of Prophecy and beyond. And so ultimately that means there's 4 big beats happening in a year, 2 expansions, 2 free major updates between those expansions. So what that means we're not doing is paid seasonal content anymore. We're not doing separate seasonal storylines, and this also means we're not building a bunch of activity content that basically just goes away.
So they're also not going to be removing stuff
after 3 months. So we're instead focusing all of that effort that used to go there instead into building up the core hobby of the game, so the core hobby stays fresh and exciting, year round. And so ultimately, this means no more paywalls for seasonal content.
Each major update is
also,
like into the light size.
Themselves that I'm signposting around right now. The size of them roughly and the inspiration for them we're thinking about is like into the light.
Okay. So when you say like into the light, for folks that aren't out there, like what for a major update, how big is that? Like, how do you encapsulate?
Yeah. So when I say Into the
like
Light,
they're
a lot
free
of this is,
updates,
like,
they
the
can bring old
inspiration
stuff
of what it
back
was. And
without
with Into Light
without
came a really
worrying.
cool theme that wrapped around all the new
There you
stuff
go.
we were building
Reprised
within it, but also a lot of
exotic
reprise stuff as well. And also, you know, with it came Onslaught, a new type of activity. It came with reprised exotic missions, and I'm thinking of how we could do like a rad style event, a raid event with the Pantheon. So for our first major update coming a few weeks after.
Yeah, you guys are like slightly ahead of me. So.
Right? And so actually, we're going to be returning to the Plaguelands.
Returning to the Plaguelands camp.
It's going to happen. And so that story is going to pick up from where we left off, from Fate, and with it.
I know Archival Mind is going a little bit berserk right now because they are actually acknowledging Rise of Iron.
Of course, what's Destiny without loot to chase? We've got new gear.
Same with
rewards,
like
and
Atlas Music,
Bungie say the damn raid coming
and
back,
again,
please.
this major update and the season, all the seasonal content going forward is free.
Right, they're just bringing everything into D2 so they have all of the assets ready to drop last gen and then bring everything
What are
into
some
the
of the
game
things that we're able
proper.
to do with the season that's launching alongside the Edge of Fate?
Yeah, Ben has been working on this space for the team for a while now, so I'm going to kick this one down.
Yeah, so we're
I think it was mainly the PS4, but the Xbox One also hindered a lot of stuff as well.
And one of the ways we want to do that is we want to invest in events that are like accelerating the game and enhancing every part of the game, but also bringing new cool stuff. And actually, we've been working on this so long.
Yeah, I can't wait for this. I also can't wait to see if these maps are in private matches.
So, this Friday, you can play a little event, maybe you've heard of it, called Heavy Metal.
Pretty cool if it is.
I feel like, a new PvP mode. It's super fun. I would kind of wish I was playing it right now, I'm not going to lie. But the thing that people at home don't know is we have a new reward. That's a unique thing in Destiny if you invest in this plan. It is a free-to-play event.
That's a
so this award is free-to-play. It is a new combat.
Oh no, I read a leak. It might be happening.
And this is a really cool, like, combat-ready vehicle. You
I can say after stream.
And use it to
sparrow with guns.
Just have a really good time. There's some really cool. There's some really cool build crafting things with this vehicle that I don't want to spoil right now that people discover, but I'm super excited for it.
They all thought they were going to ride those skimmers forever.
Well, I mean, we've been saying, like, what was it? Skimmer is Flash and the Griffin is Splat.
There we go.
Yeah.
The dad joke quota has met.
We got to get one in.
Absolutely, yeah. But right, man, like, you've got more
Arms
for
Week,
us, don't you?
Oh yeah,
Arms
so
Week.
Like I just said, there's more events.
Yeah, I've posted the message link in the general chat.
It's a 1 week long event, and you're going to be focusing on one
chat
weapon
for this general chat.
Arms Week whenever it comes around. And this one is going to give you a new legendary weapon of that type. It's going to have some volatile mods there for the week that are going to be super interesting and fun to play with, and some focusing you can do. But, you know, there is a problem when you say this event is going to be about weapons and about using them.
Yeah, you got to have a place to test all that out.
Right. And
so they just got removed by the moderators. God damn it.
Right?
Yeah.
But there is a
shooting
new
range.
Now. We have a new feature, a long
Permanent
requested feature that is
about damn time.
Holy
Apex
oh my god.
Apex by Liam. We back.
Thank God.
And you can go there.
This looks like it's in the old tower. This is the.
That's like an old. This looks like a Borderlands type shooting range. This is sick.
Enemies and
you can test it on champions.
Real damage numbers.
There's actual numbers as well on the top.
You got a scoreboard right there.
And your
That's cool.
Yeah, your whole raid team can go down to the shooting range and try to see exactly how well you're going to do.
Tribute Hall.
Say, yeah, who can do most.
It took them long enough, but it's added, so I'm not
we have a rally flag. It's not just a shooting range. Like, you can go.
You know, this is going to be really good for archiving enemy types.
If you want to, you
aim training for PvP, bro. Get them the strafe left and right.
Try that out, and you know, well, I think the reason why
that's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's a good soldier.
Yeah.
Standing on that firing line.
Yeah, standing on the firing line.
All about building that line and standing.
Yeah, this isn't part of
Bungie really is like an abusive ex-girlfriend, bro.
It is.
You're so right.
Systems with gear tiering and all that. You can go in and check those damage numbers in real time. Like, how do my stats change? How are these different gear bonuses going to affect my gameplay? You
See,
can see it in the tower
these things I'm going to say it's like.
We're talking about weapons.
What about
Oh yeah, well
one more thing, right?
Yeah, no, there's one more thing. I'm excited. So you know, there's more events. Of course, there's more events, and the holiday events are coming up. Where Solstice.
It's summertime, right?
It's summertime. Summertime is Solstice.
Holofoil.
Solstice has some really cool twists and such that we're planning. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I want to show you all the new Holofoil treatment we have for Solstice weapons.
Yeah,
So,
but
here we go.
Apex might not be living through.
This
Oh,
is the
that's
hollow
sick.
treatment for Solstice in 2025.
That's cool.
It is,
We just need
it
player
is-
housing
it's
and
amazing.
cactus.
It's amazing every time I look at it.
That's only
It
a
is
tier
an
3
ocean,
gun.
and
It's
the
only a
line.
tier 3.
Yeah,
Look at all that
who put
stuff.
the ocean on a gun?
Well, that's also a 900
beautiful. I love
RPM
it.
Any
Tech
weapon.
Mechanica.
Any kind
SMG.
of weapon that
That's
drops
rad.
for this event can.
And it's a
hollow foil.
lightweight.
What the
tier 1 or tier 3, yeah. Any
I'm
any
definitely
weapon.
Other
grinding
events
for
will
that.
get hollow
Like,
foils.
oh, the
Other
tier
events
5
will get
hollow foil.
hollow
You know,
foils.
like,
So they're
that's
gonna
the
actually
chase.
make it toward getting those weapons
Our
is like a
other
limited
events will
edition
also
thing.
have
Like
hollow
Yes.
foils.
shader and everything on them
Arms
is
will
now
have its own
actually
hollow foil
unique. Thank
treatment
God,
where
Bungie.
Every event, a major event we have will have a hollow foil treatment. The holidays will have their own kind of special one, but yeah, Armsy will have their hollow foil drops that you can farm as well.
Super exciting. No, it's going to be a good time. I'm going to have way too much stuff to chase down, so appreciate you guys putting all the hard work in, obviously, for that. But I believe we've got one more thing.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking a lot about here are the free updates coming to Destiny, the portal, a bunch of different stuff, Edge of Fate, but we also have another expansion, and we need Allison back
Go ahead and show
on
the
the
trailer
couch
to
to talk
next
about
year.
it.
Oh,
She's
I'm
awesome.
going to predict this right now.
we got,
Renegades
something
is
very
going to be
exciting.
about
So
Shin
once again,
Malphur.
Allison,
I'm
thank you
predicting it
for
right
to
now.
join us today. We appreciate it.
Of course.
Maybe.
I'm so excited to be the one.
People are saying Dark
It's
Guardians,
a
but I don't
tradition
know.
around here, so we're glad that you could obviously go ahead and lead us into this one. But you know, as Dylan mentioned, we've talked about the Edge of Fate. But this
Dude,
is
if that's the
first year
case, that
we're
could be
getting
with
two
100% they're
expansions over the course
reused.
of a year.
If that's the case, they're 100% reusing
Yeah, so we're
Destiny
going to have
3.
a dedicated reveal for Renegades in September alongside our major update. Action
Destiny
Plan.
3 concepts.
But earlier we were talking about how sometimes
I'm happy.
our
I'm
formulas
fine
can
with that,
constrain us
to be fair.
from
I am fine.
experimenting and innovating. And so in that
We know we're
spirit,
not getting a
Renegades
D3
is
though.
going to be very different from the Edge of Fate. What I can tell
Let's
you, and
listen to
we'll
this.
talk plenty about it later, is that we're going to be experimenting and innovating with activities, with social mechanics, and more. But more importantly, I want to talk about our inspiration.
Okay.
And so I have to kind of tee it up first. So Renegades is going to be a Destiny, like definitively Destiny expansion. This is part of the Fate saga, and it's going to push it forward in important ways and introduce characters that we're going to spend time with for
Star
years
Wars.
to come. It is an essential Fate saga story. And it's an homage to a universe that has inspired Bungie from the start. It's a universe that all of us here on the couch grew up with, as well as everyone else at the studio and millions of you back at home too. It is a peanut butter and combination, a peanut butter and like chocolate combination inside of what we're making.
Don't you know if a
that
lightsaber
could
pops
only be
up on the
possible
screen,
in
I'm
the
gonna
kind of
literally
world
fall back
that
in my
we
chair.
build here.
We get force
And so
power.
I am absolutely thrilled.
Dude.
Might as well
to
fall
give
back
our first
now,
sneak peek
Grayson.
at Destiny 2.
No way. I hate that I'm like behind.
Oh!
That's crazy.
Wait, is that Tatooine?
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna fuck.
Bungie and Lucasfilm Games.
What? Wait a minute.
I'm going broke. Year 2025, Grayson's going broke.
What?
They're doing a fucking collab DLC. Am I tripping balls?
I'm gonna. I Liam, I fucking got it. I literally said if there's a lightsaber, I'm gonna
Robbie, what did we
fucking.
just see?
Yeah, so that's Renegades, which is coming out this
So
December.
that could
And
mean there
to
could
really
be
drive
at
it
some
home
point
here,
a Destiny and
Renegades is a
Warframe thing.
one-of-a-kind Destiny
Or
experience,
Star
I'm pretty sure that
right?
play. I'm
And
pretty
just
Wait, I
like
wanna hear what they're
Renegades,
saying. I wanna
Destiny
hear what
2
they're
has taken
saying.
Inspiration
One second.
from other genres like dark fantasy or cosmic horror. Renegades takes the space western vibe and aesthetic
showing
that
Renegades
is
off?
Star Wars, and it puts it through that Destiny lens. And ultimately, it's created a new lawless frontier that is emerging within Soul. And so, like, we're so excited to show Renegades off a little bit today and to be talking about it more in the future in
I think I just
September
pulled my
alongside
hamstrings,
the
actually,
major
just so
free
high
major
out of my
update with
fucking
Ashen
chair.
Iron.
It hurts
But
now.
right now today, we're focused on Rite of the Nine
No, keep
and
talking,
what's right
Bungie.
around the corner
No,
with.
no, don't go back down. No,
No, I heard a lot of calendars get marked just now on September, but
It's
no,
some kind of desert
super excited
planet.
to share more of that
It's,
in the future. But
looked
that
like
actually
Tatooine.
leads us to the
It looked
conclusion
like
of
Tatooine.
today's
I love
show,
the capital
which
in the
again
back.
we covered a lot.
Yeah.
There's been a
What
lot
the
of
hell?
show, honestly.
What
we,
the
we
fuck,
went through
dude?
So let's go ahead and quickly double check. We obviously went through and
No, I'm just confused.
And this kicks off a brand new multi-year Fate saga. And
I gotta
the core hobby of Destiny.
Whoa,
the first expansion, The Edge of Fate, is going to be launching again on July 15th, as I noted, with its raid launching on July 19th.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah.
So you're going through a lot of information. We already covered that. But like, you can't just sneak in a raid date. We have a new raid coming with the expansion, July 19th. We're going to have a bunch of blogs. We're going to have rules, regulations, all that kind of stuff for our raid race. Of course, we invite everybody to come in, try to go for that world first title. And yeah, I mean, just stay tuned for more details. We're not going to spoil anything. It's a raid. We got to keep it secret. But, absolutely. Yeah, everybody mark your calendars.
This might be better than Final
To go ahead and learn more. And again, follow our social media channels. Do us all a favor. So in addition to that, again, as we noted, Ash and Iron, our first free major update, will be launching on September 9th. Renegades, very exciting, will be launching in December. And then keep an eye again on our social channels. We'll provide all the updates once they're available. But as far as today goes, the Edge of Fate and the entire Year of Prophecy pre-orders are available starting right now.
What are those outfits? What are those outfits?
Go ahead and unlock the new land.
That was Darth Vader! That was fucking
Wait.
Kylo Ren.
I can't wait, same, honestly.
What?
That'll be unlockable in addition to several other goodies. And also, we've also got a
That's
collection.
Kylo Ren.
What the hell is going on,
including this
dude?
cool statue that you may have noticed here that's been
Oh,
sitting
it
with
looks
us on
like
stage.
I don't give a fuck about the
Grievous.
statue, dude. After all that, I do not care.
We got the writing team got a little excited on this one. We put a lot of lore goodies into this collector's edition. So
Harold, I've just seen your comment. Yeah, the solstice shader does look like a bit
like
a beach.
Probably read it. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna do a dramatic reading.
We should go downstairs immediately after.
Really
right after this. Count me in. And then again, too, as far as today goes, Rite of the Nine. This is the essential prologue to the Edge of Fate, and like all of our events moving forward, it's going to be free to all players. So make sure and go ahead and check that out when that arrives. And before the show wraps up, make sure and stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to be rating our good friend Sammy Cat as well. So go ahead and give her a follow. Tell her we said hello.
What the
hello in
hell
chat.
did we
Pardon me
just
if you have any
watch?
Twitch Prime subs or anything like that. Go ahead and do us a favor. Drop it over there.
I
We're
don't know.
going to be having a good time. But that concludes it for us here today. So for starters, huge thanks to my teammates here.
You guys look at the drifters, cheaters that have the
Robbie,
chess
Allison, Dylan,
match.
Okay, I don't know, man. Who knows about the fucking chest plate? I got other stuff on my mind.
And then, of course, to the crew that puts all this on. This doesn't happen by accident. Thank you all so much for all of your hard work and
oh my God, dude.
with me on these last couple of days. And of course, to everyone at home, to all of our guardians out there in the community.
So wait, if you pre-order Edge of Fate, you also get the
privilege to get the
Behemoth one
opportunity
then?
to share what we've been working on early.
Well, yeah, because it's part of like the 1 year. You're buying both of the expansions.
Okay.
It's the Year of
And otherwise, in the
Prophecy
meantime,
stuff.
Until we see you again, take care of yourselves.
Dude, my like actual right calf is like on fucking fire.
Okay. Everyone, shut the fuck up for a second and let me like think real quick. A Star Wars inspired expansion is one thing, but it literally said Lucasfilm Games. So is it straight up a Star Wars crossover? Is it?
I don't think it's straight up. I think they're borrowing a lot to the point where it's almost infringing upon another IP. So they went to them, be like, "We want to do this. Will you collaborate?" Yes, sure. We're gonna do something. So they did that and added those armor sets.
That is so fucking weird. That is so
hilarious.
weird.
I was gonna do tonight.
Like, it's one thing for like a goofy thing, but like for an expansion, that's so soon. Oh, it was you who messaged me.
I'm wondering who they went to though, because Lucasfilms is owned by Disney now.
Yes, it is. Let me.
Well, it makes sense for
they're like,
Bungie
hey,
to
yo,
go underneath Disney.
No. I bet Sony went to Disney like, hey, yo, our gaming company has an idea. You want money?
What?
Here's a fat chunk of change. Give us your IP for DLC.
I don't know. That confused. I mean, other than that, all of the gameplay stuff looks superb.
Bro, Liam, I said if there's a lightsaber, I'm gonna bust, dude. Dude, he sent me a message saying I'm erect.
Okay,
Liam, he sent me a message saying I'm erect.
So, yeah. Anyways, gameplay stuff looks great. Story-wise, I'm a little bit nervous about both of them.
I don't give a fuck. We're getting a lightsaber. Fuck the story for Behemoth. I'm getting a lightsaber in Destiny.
Or subclass.
If Edge of Fate's like the story expansion we've ever gotten besides Final Shape, I'm okay with that. Behemoth's like mediocre, like fucking Shadowkeep. I'd be okay. I get a fucking lightsaber. I don't care.
I don't know. We'll see. I need to see more.
Yes.
Fucking pre-order this shit.
I'm getting the collector's edition.
Steam
but
hasn't updated yet, so.
I mean, it's not 6 yet.
Oh, we gotta wait
sorry,
for
6
it.
o'clock for me.
Okay, I'm gonna go tinkle real quick. I will be right back.
Okay.
Tinkle winkle. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I've got so many mixed reactions, all like pretty good. But it's like, what?
And I just meant to sell skins. That's what someone said. Guys, that guy obviously did not watch the fucking reveal trailer. Bungie's cooking now.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was something. That was really something.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about my experience? Oh wait, I already did. Never mind. Nah, I went to go see Revenge of the Sith in theaters with my siblings, and me and my brother heard someone clap during the youngling scene.
Cry?
What?
Did you say cry?
Clap.
Oh, clap. Why am I not surprised in the slightest?
Bro, what the fuck did we just watch?
Oh, dude. I just did a fucking flip. Wait, so I have a question. If you pre-order it now, do you also get those Star Wars outfits?
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
It said pre-order now to get that New Land Beyond and some like emotes and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta wait for Steam to update.
Hello, you're now online. I can't believe this place. I can't believe even the Bungie store has a queue.
I am more hyped for this than I think I was Final Shape. So.
It's because there's so many new systems things that's coming in as well.
It's mostly the fact that it has my third favorite franchise in the history of shit in the fucking video game. I have the most hours in than any other video game. Star Wars is probably like my third or second franchise. I have DC probably number 1. Marvel DC number 1, and then probably be Star Wars.
Fair.
So, and because I actually read the comics too, like DC comics and stuff. Not counting like anime and stuff, because that's a whole nother thing. But, dude, wait, the Hunters get General Grievous? Oh, I'm so glad I went back to playing Hunter. I'm so bad. I went back.
Bro, I'm all 3, so I get all 3. I'm fine.
I play all 3 too. Dude, the Titan, bro. I'm gonna be scared, bro. I'm gonna be playing Trials of Osiris when we come see Darth Vader come out the corner of my fucking eye and thunder crash me into non-existence. Apex. Hello, darkness, my old friend. You're getting the
Maybe
fuck
Wrath actually might be coming back.
Sorry, say that again.
Yes, Wrath. There's no way they're gonna add the Plague Lands back and not bring back Wrath.
I mean, it's like Revenant. They're bringing some of the Tangled Shore stuff back into the game to eventually bring the Tangled Shore into the
Plague
game.
Lands, you can literally see like 90% of that raid anyway. From like
the
outside,
I mean,
outside models. So
you can see the Plague Lands and the raid from Vostok Observatory anyway.
Yeah. I uninstalled Apex, by the way, Liam. It's I'll reinstall it later at a later date. Right now. Yeah.
I'm just buddy. Edge of Fate is like whatever. We'll see. Right now, the mechanically it looks cool story wise. So far, it just looks like a nothing burger to me, but we'll see.
Bro, why download speed Wi-Fi are you gonna shit yourself now?
Fucking Renegades. I don't. I don't get
Renegades
it.
is interesting.
Star Wars event, bro. An entire Star Wars DLC, bro.
I know.
I swear to God,
it's like it's cool, but it's so fucking weird.
You know it's gonna be sick. I don't think they'll do this. That's one way they could bring back factions, is in that DLC.
The way they're talking and like the theming of it all, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring back the.
Because bro, you could bring like the Sith, the Jedi. You could have the bounty hunters.
Going back to form, a purely Destiny expansion, we're gonna have Star Wars.
That's so
and it's gonna be
weird.
canon too. That's the crazy part. That shit's gonna be
Yeah.
canon.
I bet.
So I'm thinking like, because the Paraverse is a thing. The Paraverse is the multiverse, basically. I wonder if they're gonna tie the 9 in through that and bring like some Star Wars influence into the universe via that.
All I'm saying, bro, if Bungie did it, because he's an old Republic character. If Darth Revan was in Destiny, I wouldn't mind. Shit. I'm just saying that's one way they could bring back factions too. They could name them something else besides Sith and Jedi, but like Sith, Jedi, and like bounty hunters or something like that. The Rebels, the Empire.
Why are all these people saying better not cost $100? Buddy, you can pay like $50
You're
for
buying
the base
2
expansion.
DLCs and like $50 worth of extra cosmetics. What the fuck?
I can't even.
Also, not everyone needs to buy the collector's edition.
I can't
I
even.
was like, I'm not buying the collector's edition.
I'm not.
I'll take yours. I'm gonna take yours.
I'm not even.
No, the only collector's
seeing
edition I've ever bought of a game was Assassin's Creed games, and I bought I think 3 of them in a row because of the hidden blades, and they're at my grandparents' house.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing.
And it's the fully function. I'm already in Destiny. I'm loading in. It's on my queue.
You know, I'm talking about. I'm not even seeing the like thing in the store yet.
Bro, holy shit.
I mean, I can't buy it immediately because I'm a broke fucking boy, but...
Womp womp. Elbows.
Liam, you want to hook me up?
No.
Oh, lame.
I don't know.
Get paid.
Oh, wait, Mandalorians.
I do love Mandalorians.
Haven't you guys seen that short film they made, that YouTuber made with all his friends? It's like a Mandalorian Destiny film.
I did. That got like...
They're like,
oh.
Yeah, some dude made like a fan-made Mandalorian. Like there's fully voice actors and everything, and it's cool as shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool as hell. It's literally called like Destiny 2 Mandalorian, and they voice act and everything, and they go through like the different planets. They like remake the show in Destiny.
Interesting.
Pre-order Year Prophecy Ultimate Edition in the New Land.
I'm wondering if No Land's gonna be infinite ammo though.
No.
Nah, it's special, I believe.
Be special primary.
I think it's Darth Vader Titans.
Oh no, I think its exotic perk already got leaked. I'm pretty sure. I just don't remember. I think it was like Precision Instrument, but on crack.
Basically.
Precision Instruments, but update queued.
Low Destiny, please, bro. Get me the fuck out of here. Fuck all the other people. Give me them Bungie servers, buddy.
Bro, I'm fighting against everyone in the Bungie store, not the Bungie game. Everyone else is there. I'm a
Ultra unrestrict my ass on Instagram so you can take a look at this meme I just sent you.
I don't want to because you send me videos of animals shitting. I don't want to look at that. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Eternity? Oh, new location? We go.
Yeah, Liam's kind of a
All right, like keep it to yourself. I don't want spoilers. If not, I'm leaving. I'm going.
Oh no, the Eternities thing they just updated. How do I get access to the activity though? Where do I go?
You go into Eternity.
No. There's
you go
like
into
to
Eternity.
get to the location, you have to get an access to something.
What does it say? The red bar.
It says players do not have access to this activity.
Are you flying into it right now? Are you like flying into something?
Okay, I'm just gonna.
No, I'm not flying into anything right now.
Are you just sitting in orbit then?
Yeah.
Because sometimes that can happen.
Thank God. I think it's really stupid that they do that. That they like force load people because like I think what highlighted that more than anything was Dares of Eternity, where it force loaded people
get Darth Vader
into like a match of dares, and because they were new players, they were under leveled for it. It's just
this is actually better than
Do I go to Zer's
Like the
Treasure
Year
Hole,
Prophecy
maybe?
Ultimate.
I would. I'd go to Zer's.
Yeah, go to Zer's Treasure Hall.
I'm so confused. I am so.
I have a quest.
I am so.
Yeah,
so,
I'm baffled.
So
one of the comments says,
confused.
"How do you not
I'm
get on a
baffled.
Fortnite?" People are saying still won't get people to play the stead game.
Yeah, that's okay. They don't have to play my game. They don't have to play the game. I'll take my lightsaber and go Diddy on someone's grave.
It's funny because he says that, yet everyone that I'm seeing in my different servers are saying I'm so pumped after watching the Edge of Fate trailer. It's all just personal opinions.
Okay.
No, it's good. I guarantee half of these people too don't even play Destiny. By the way, they're just hating on the game for no fucking reason.
I will like it.
Yeah.
If the blaster shoots like an a laser, like an actual like Star Wars blaster, I'll be happy. For the most, something about it just feels overwhelmingly corporate to me. I get such a bad vibe from it. I don't know.
Where do I go?
That's fair. That's very fair, Ultra. I'm not gonna lie.
I can load in the
We're gonna go back to our roots by making a Star Wars expansion.
I feel like roots of, as in like, New Frontiers and Renegade, kind of like.
Okay.
Sister, I don't know. But
I
the
can't
story,
even,
no.
It says I don't.
It doesn't even. It's not even on the. It's not even.
Maybe it's in the last
store.
city. No, it's not in the last city. Tower.
Is it in Legends? Oh, it has its own launcher. Oh no, that's for the Edge of Fate. I lied.
Shit.
Yeah, no, there's Eternity, and if you go to it says the right of the 9, but it says players don't have access to this activity.
Oh, what the fuck?
I think we have to pick up a quest.
Is there like a pinnacle thingy? Yeah, that's weird. It's a very odd.
Bungie already threw.
Bungie through.
They get excused. They're
Oh, if I just go to Zer's Treasure Hoard.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, at the bottom, at Lucasfilm. What? I get such a. It's cool to have a blaster and a lightsaber. I get such a horrible, evil corporate vibe from it. I don't know. It's too weird. It's too weird.
That's fair.
I don't understand. It's strange. It's just strange.
I'll load into the tower.
And I see no hoo-ha in the booba in the.
Oh, why is everyone complaining about like spending $100 or $50? Like, it's so fucking stupid.
I mean, I feel like for this it's more justified because it's two like Rise of Iron. If you or two Rise of Iron sized expansions,
and plus you get more shit out of it.
Well, here's the two Rise of Iron sized expansions. That's a lot of content, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's not even popping up on Steam.
In Genshin.
He says he's in a cutscene right now with my clanmates.
If we just reset our game.
Yeah, I'm resetting queue.
Who clown reacted me?
Someone clown reacted.
Definitely wasn't me.
I don't know. I don't know if he meant. I don't know. I don't know what he meant by that.
Didn't they say something on how to access it? Right of the 9.
I am so.
Well.
Okay.
That was surely interesting. There's actually a trailer for it.
Yeah, I don't. What?
No, there's a trailer for the Star Wars skins. It's 15 seconds. That's interesting.
I want to know ads across his thing. He had them in fucking.
I'm sure Jace is going crazy over the Star Wars stuff.
Oh, most definitely. I just sent him a message saying Bungie is cooking, but I don't think he's seen it yet. Maybe this will convince Onyx to get back into Destiny.
The fucking Eververse menu's like broken. I can't click on anything.
No, that's them sunsetting.
No!
No, they're sunsetting Eververse.
Titans have capes now. They have cloaks. The Darth Vader chest piece has a cloak.
Oh, that's actually that is pretty sick. That is pretty sick. They added a new ship to Eververse. It's a TIE advanced of some sort. Why are they?
What, for Breakdust?
No.
Oh right, yeah, that's been there since the start of the season.
Oh my god, there's a ghost show that's literally just a probe droid. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's sick.
I like
I don't
that.
think anyone can access it.
Crescent Infiltrator. Is that supposed to be like the speeder that Darth Maul like tried to cut Anakin's head off on in Phantom
Did you
Menace?
say Sith Infiltrator?
It's called a Crescent Infiltrator. It's a sparrow that's part of the set. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be
that's Darth Vader. That's Darth Maul's shit. That's Darth Maul's.
Yeah. I know my Star Wars.
I know my Star Trek stuff.
My Star Trek stuff.
Yeah, we're shooting them. We're committing mass genocide right now.
I am fucking.
Everybody, I think they're still streaming.
I am so. I mean, I don't care. I'm not big enough for it to like matter. I don't know about.
That's true. I don't think you guys are big enough.
Alloy might be. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean this in the most respectful way possible. Ultra, I mean it in the most disrespectful way possible.
Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, he deafened himself.
Fucking Destiny, the meme just posted a fucking thing. It says Destiny 2, your prophecy, and in the back it just says Gambit 2.
A couple of updates on the channel. I know not many people are going to see it. But for those who are interested, I'm currently cooking up a new series, and with it is going to be...
Welcome back, Star Wars Battlefront 3.
Going to be involved with it, but I will be giving more updates on those when the time's appropriate, and also release them when the time is appropriate.
What do we do to get access?
Dude, Waffle had they've gone
obviously,
crazy.
new stuff's going to be hitting the channel.
Bro, what do we do to get access? What the fuck?
And yeah,
oh, wait.
I hope you all enjoyed.
What?
And I will see everyone in the next stream or video.
I'm watching Raffle Waffles.
Take care.
Reaction. Everyone fucking knew it.
So do I need to reset my game to get the shit to work then?
No, I already reset it. There's just...
It's just bugged on release? That's a great sign.
Great sign, Bungie's net coding still doesn't work. Yes, sir.
Oh, the Dark Side Legends are an instant unlock. I did not see that.
It's good to know Bungie's game still doesn't work. Yes, sir.
That's literally just Darth Vader's helmet. What the fuck? How do you get the cloak? It doesn't look like Darth Vader has a cloak. Do you have to wear the full set and then it like shows the cloak?
Oh my god, that Grievous cloak on Hunter.
Oh, I expect that shit to go hard.
Yeah, like just the cloak alone goes
It looks like you get a lot of stuff for your boat. Wait, just one. I hate that it brings me back to the top whenever you exit out of the like ornament preview. Oh, that's gnarly.
Warlocks kind of got shafted. They could have gotten a lot better, but that's okay.
Yeah, they got the
Hey, Riddle.
They got the sequel character. I'm sorry, fellas.
Okay, I'm back. Hello.
Hello.
It still won't work.
Hey, so
I just closed out my stream.
Gotcha. Okay, the Grievous arms fuck. The like giant ass claws and shit. I like that.
I'm still waiting
a
for
lot.
the queue.
Is there a queue?
On the Bungie store.
Ah.
Go over to Eternity, click on Inspire the Watcher, and click on Matchmake. Might have to do Matchmake first.
Ooh, that looks cool. Eternity's new look. Whoa. Oh, I like this.
Did they already nerf Lord of Wolves?
Yes, we got nerfed today.
What about Queenbreaker?
No.
Mysterious currency that could be redeemed. So I'm guessing the Curios of the Nine are going to be used for this. That's been my guess.
Very likely, yeah. The Edge of Fate expansion has the final shape.
Oh no, the Curios changed, by the way. Oh wait, no, never mind. I got
remove from card.
Honorary Manifold.
What?
1500, even though I didn't get a random ass 9 weapon.
I kind of wish that Steam lets you do like the
Are you only having one pancake? I thought you had multiple.
the like what do you call it? Like the little the thing where you purchase it like bit by bit over time, so I could just do like $10 a month for the
announced
expansion or whatever. Darks.
Bro's still in the queue.
I am so.
That Vigilance Wing ornament's interesting.
Oh, are there new ornaments and shit now?
I don't think so. It's just one I haven't seen.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, here, yeah, it's working now. Strider.
Of course, it's working. I loaded in.
It's like a Neo Moon. Oh, they were waiting for you.
Liam, should we go back to the thing first to see if we can get a? Because I wanna. Because there's probably a quest.
I didn't see a quest anywhere. We take a look and see.
No, I'm saying at the destination.
Oh, can we go? Can we go into the destination?
Never mind. No, never mind. We still can.
Do you need to have people? Do you need to have like do you need to have people in your fire team maybe for it to work?
Can do matchmake.
Yeah, you can do matchmake. You go to Spire watching you matchmake. You can load it into the activity.
Weird.
Was that all of them? That was all of them. Yeah!
Oh, hello.
Oh my god, it marks them all now.
Oh, they've still called them episodes, by the way.
Weird.
I've just gone into the timeline. It's a little bit different.
Oh.
There's now 4 pages.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, you could actually see the fucking things. So for Renegades, it says, dive into the criminal underworld and take down an evil empire. Venture into a lawless frontier and reveal deeper mysteries about a new Dredgen in Seoul. Build your power, credits, and notoriety.
Oh, bro, how...
So what they're gonna do is the Dredgen's like a Sith. That's what they're doing, basically.
No, they won't make it a Sith. They'll probably make them bounty hunters, though.
No,
like bounty hunters.
Yeah.
The way
make it to where. Well, no, because how they have criminal, I know how they have like criminal empires in Star Wars. They're gonna make it to where the Dredgen are their own like.
Are you? I mean, about the whole thing the whole thing with Dredgens is them like embracing like darkness, so it makes sense for them to be.
I know, I'm not saying they won't be like technically the evil. I'm saying that guaranteed it's gonna be them having their own like empire or whatever the fuck.
Maybe, I don't know. That sounds so weird. What the fuck are we doing, Bungie? God, it's so strange.
Let him cook.
He's like, fuck it, we're all going Fortnite.
Give me something good.
We can do it.
So going. That's so. God, that's so strange. That's so strange. Maybe they just have the Lucasfilm thing because of the armor. That's gonna be my copium.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. Like the weapons, the armor, and like a little bit of the story kind of like overlap.
That planet straight up just looked like Tatooine. Because that planet straight up just looked like Tatooine at the end of that trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to see how many suns there are. I'm gonna.
Probably be Mars, if anything.
That's what I'm thinking. Mars.
Can we see heavy metal in the Crucible?
I only see one sun.
Probably Mars then.
Yeah, it's either Mars or like a different
Damn it,
place.
dude.
Or... No, oh no, I was gonna say watch it be Mercury, but the sun is way too small.
Is there anything on like the Twitter page that says that there's like issues that we can't access stuff?
Probably because everyone's just hopping on.
Yeah, but if you're already loaded into the game,
Liam forgot I was on Stasis Hunter and I can just shatter dive, shatter escape.
My game is running perfectly fine.
You know, my game's running fine. I just can't.
It's probably just bugged as shit.
We can only matchmake into the dungeon, and then also.
Yeah, me and Liam are already just gonna go and do a dungeon. We're already at the first encounter.
Oh. Well, if it's the solo one, I think I don't know if you could. Well, do you even get? Did they even say you get rewards for the solo one? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Either way, I'm happy there's solo dungeon for now.
Hopefully they at least tweak the Ghost of the Deep bosses a bit.
Yeah, I forgot I'm streaming. I should probably.
Because those Ghost of the Deep bosses on contest are gonna be annoying.
Yeah, fucking shithole,
That's true.
We're literally gonna be doing like a 16th of damage per damage phase on Ekthar.
I'm so. I cannot get over that. It's so strange.
Bizarre.
Yeah, Jay Riddle is gonna come out in July 15.
It's like, oh, you wanna figure out the Gardener window?
there
Oh,
we
shit,
go.
have a Star Wars expansion.
What, Liam? What can you do?
I mean, we weren't gonna be getting Gardener.
I mean, I mean, obviously not. I wasn't expecting that. It's just weird. It's just so weird that we're getting
go now, Liam,
a
for the
Star
activity?
Wars themed expansion.
Oh, I can pre-order the shit now.
Yeah,
I'm
obviously.
for it.
Yeah, we need to see what actually goes on, because if that is like a part 2 or something, or like something in relation to the end of
Yeah, I just disappeared. I just spent $100.
we need to see.
Well, they said these DLCs were supposed to be like part of the same saga, but the stories were supposed to be their own stories.
Right.
People complaining about spending $100 on a year's worth.
You've
of DLC
said that like
jokes
10 fucking times already, dude.
Wah, wah,
I think
wah.
we get it.
Liam, you have
You're the one wah wah wang.
Liam, it is getting annoying. You repeated yourself like 100 times.
Right.
Don't stop reading Bungie comments. None of us care. If you're just gonna bitch about the game, get the fuck off.
Lads, I'm gonna hop off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that all right for everyone?
I mean, that's fine, man.
Yeah, you're a grown ass man.
All
I
right.
can't tell you no. It's not your bedtime yet.
Who says that? I could be in Australia and I could be, I don't know.
That's true.
I'm not. But no, I'm gonna hop off. And,
it's probably late for you, I imagine.
Red Alert doesn't want you to leave.
about 6:30. I need to do some bits.
Fair enough. I think I'm gonna end my stream as well, because I'm sure it's agonizingly boring to just sit here while nothing's happening. So, have a good rest of your night, Alloy, and to everyone who tuned into my stream, thank you for stopping by. And I will talk to you. Expect a video about this whole Renegade Star Wars thing, because it weirds me out a lot.
Dislike, got it.
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever.
Colin's already hating on it before it even goes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you guys.
Oh, wow.